I've been playing with my D3100 and I wanted to show you all how I have the camera set up on a regular basis so that I can take the most amount of pictures without, changing any settings. Since this is my fun-loving, I shoot all the time camera, I like to just have it all ready for me. So what we're going to do is take a look at the back of the camera. There are 4 menus on the D3100. Oops. There is the playback menu, the shooting menu, the setup menu, the retouch menu, and then there's also this recent settings, but that's not really a menu. That's just kind of an easy way to go back and change some of the things that you've recently changed. I am not going to talk so much about the playback menu or the retouch menu today. We'll talk about those in a different video. Let's talk today about the setup menu and the shooting menu. Now, first, we have picture control. I have that set to standard almost, most of the time, but the only other one that I use a lot is vivid. I use that when I am at the zoo or almost always when I'm shooting a landscape photo. Next, we have image quality and size. I have image quality set to fine and image size set to large because that will give me a lot of flexibility in post-processing. I have white balance set to auto. For ISO sensitivity settings, I leave auto ISO on this camera. I have the maximum sensitivity set to 3200 and the minimum shutter speed set to 1/60th. The reason I use auto ISO on this camera is because, like I said, this is my fun camera that I just take pictures with, and I don't want to worry about a whole lot of stuff. So, one, because I don't want to worry about a whole lot of stuff, I put auto ISO on, but two, I've got this maximum sensitivity set at 3200. This camera will give me crisp photos at the high ISOs, so that's another reason that I can use the luxury of the auto ISO on this camera. Next, I have active delighting set to on. I don't have my auto distortion control on right now. I haven't gotten to play with it enough to determine what it will do for me and if it will slow my camera down at all, so right now it's set to off, but I'll keep you posted on that. I have color space set to sRGB. I have noise reduction on. For my area focus, or for my autofocus area mode, I have in the viewfinder set to dynamic area autofocus. That will, of course, use my my focus area that I set, but also all of its neighbors to determine the focus. And in live view or movie mode, I have it set to wide area autofocus. For autofocus assist, I have that on. Metering, I have set on matrix. On my movie settings, I have the quality set at the highest that I can, and the sound is turned on, because I'm not doing silent movies here. I have my built-in flash set to through the lens. Now, for the setup menu. These ones are mostly the same. I have the auto info display turned off. That way my info screen won't come on every time I half press the shutter release. I have video mode set to NTSC because I'm in the US. I have, for HDMI, I have the output resolution set to auto, and I have the device control on. I have flicker reduction set at 60 Hz. I have the language set as English because that's really the only language I speak fully. I have auto image rotation on. Let's see, I've got self timer delay set to 10 seconds. I have turned the beeps off because that drives me batty. I have the rangefinder on. Let's see, the buttons on the camera. The function button I have set to ISO sensitivity. The auto exposure lock and auto focus lock button I have set to lock both of those things. And I have auto exposure lock set to off. The slot empty release lock button I have set to lock, and what that means is that if there is no memory card in the camera, I won't be able to take a picture. And I don't know about you guys, but I've gotten caught in that situation before where I've forgotten for some reason to put a memory card in the camera, and I've tried to take a bunch of pictures, and lo and behold, I get home and I don't have any pictures. And let's see, I've got data imprint turned off. That's kind of like the beeps for me. It drives me batty when I can see the data imprint on the bottom of a photo. And that's it. That's how I have the camera set up on a regular basis. I went through a lot of stuff pretty quickly there. So if there are any questions that you have about any of the menu settings that I didn't go through, or if there's anything that you want me to go into more detail about, definitely let me know, because I will certainly be doing more videos on the D3100. In the meantime, of course, if you have any questions about anything, let me know.